Okay, O tempo mi guardò Voce. Very nice song, quite complicated actually. The song is in E, okay? And it starts with an E with an added 9, okay? I'll do the introduction at the end, okay? So as not to get too distracted with the introduction, okay? So, cosa mais bonita. So this is a G sharp shape, okay? And this should be quite familiar by now. This is a G sharp 7 with a 9 and a suspended, so a 4, okay? Except it moves down, okay? So we move it from here to here, and so we add, what happens to this is that it becomes a G sharp 7 with a flattened 9th here, and this is a part of this is the third, okay? So this is part of the coda, but we've added a flattened 9th here, okay? So I'll start. Cosa mais bonita. Okay? Now notice that you don't have to change the small finger, the pinky, doesn't move. Cosa mais bonita. Okay, and you want the chords to be as smooth as possible in a difficult song like this. Huh? So, cosa mais bonita. Notice I haven't moved. This finger doesn't move. And this is an A with an added 9th. Huh? So notice he likes adding, Ivan Lins likes adding these 9s. Okay? So, cosa mais bonita. Onde você está? F sharp 7. Estava. Okay? So, interesting, a bit dissonant, but I think it's a very nice part of the song. And then back to E this time, not E. You could actually play this all the time, but you don't need to really. Huh? En terra. So this is a diminished chord. You recognize the shape. Huh? This is a C diminished, for example. En terra qui. And you should recognize this shape as well. This is a D minor 7, C sharp minor 9. Okay, so it's got the 7th and the 9th. So the 7th becomes a 6th afterwards. Huh? So watch for this change, which is really beautiful. Huh? So F sharp minor 7, and then we go through. This is a B7 with sus. So you've got nice changes here, which you could play in many different ways. You could play them up here, or you could play or something like that. So you've got different options here, but if you want to keep it simple, you just play the B7 sus, and back to B7. Okay, so I'll start again. Huh? Coisa mais bonita, onde você estava? Brief E. Em que terra, que país? Okay? Second part is toda minha vida. Que esperava. Now, if you want to change a little bit, you could play Rava. Okay, so that is like a C7 with a flattened 5th, if you want, or if you want to keep looking at it as an F sharp 7, then so this would be for the F sharp. This would be the 5th flattened 5th. For the F sharp 7 too, okay? So I'll do the second part of the verse, which is identical to the first part, okay? Toda minha vida sinto que esperava por você pra ser feliz. Okay, and now we move to the B minor 7, from a B7 to a gente se amava. So B minor 7 to E9, okay? And this is an E minor 7, but interestingly enough, it's got an A in the bass. Okay, so it's like the 4 is on the, or the 11th if you want, is on the bass. So let's start again. A gente se amava antes de se A minor 7 interesting shape of a D7, so can you recognize the D here, and you can add the 7 here, okay? A gente se amava antes de se conhecer. Actually, I'm cheating a little bit. I've just realized that it is more than a D7. It's got an E as well, which is a 9th. So it's a D with a 7 here and an E here, which is a 9th of the D. Okay, so it's not just a straight. I think it should have been a straight D with a 7, but I think this really sounds nicer. A gente se amava antes de se conhecer. E, okay, o tempo. So this is, you have to watch out, this is quite a complicated sequence. O tempo, this is a C sharp minor 9. O tempo mi guardou, F sharp minor 9, mi guardou. Okay, you don't have to play the 9 actually, but so you could play it just F sharp minor 7, but the music says 9 and it sounds nice actually. So instead of going just a straight, we go. And I quite like this chord actually. And this is a B. Can you see a B? But the 7th is on the bass. This A, and it sounds quite nice. You don't play the E here actually. Okay, you could play the F. I think I played the F occasionally, which is part of the chord. A gente se amava antes de se o tempo mi guardou. Okay, put your seat belts on now. Okay, Voce. This is, I think, the hardest part of this song is these 3 chords that follow, 3 or 4 chords that follow. So Voce. Okay, so this is an F. Sorry, this is a G sharp. Okay, with a sharp 5, and it's got the sharp 9 because this is the 9th. Okay, this is not so sharp 9, sharp 5, sharp 9. Okay, so that's for C. Okay, so if you've got strong hands, you can play this actually. I play it with the flat. I flattened this for C. So I've simplified here actually. The chords are a little bit more, especially this one is a little bit more complicated, but I think this sounds good. Voce. And the bass is here. So here you're playing actually a C sharp 6 if you want, 7 with a 6. The 7's here. Okay, but I'm playing it partially. 7, 6, and then I land on, this is an F sharp 7 with a 6 and a 9. Okay, so quite complicated, huh? And then, so let me play that again, huh? Você. So this time the bass, you go back to this bass, huh? So we started, if you remember, the G sharp. Here you need this bass, but then we move down to this bass on the 5th string, and then we move back up to this bass, the F sharp, huh? On the E string. Huh? O tempo mi guardou. So you stay on this. O tempo mi guardou. F sharp minor to an B7, whichever way you like playing it. Oh, this is B9. Oh, Voce. So this is an E with an added 9, and then I do a suspended. You can either play it like this by sliding the first finger under the second finger, or by just switching to O. Okay, up to you. Huh? Okay, and then, well, the second verse is identical to the first one, except at the end. Okay, so right at the end, it goes like this: O tempo mi guardou, o tempo mi guardou, você. O tempo me guardou, você. So we repeat this at the end. Você. Você. Sorry. Identical to what we did before. O tempo me guardou. So here, instead of going O tempo me guardou, você, we go O tempo me guardou. So this is a C diminished. Me guardou você, and we don't land back on the E. We land on an F. Você. Before going back, and I end on an E major 7th this time, huh? Okay, which you could play it like this, huh? E major 7, E major 7 with a 6th here, a 13th, huh? Okay, and then you can repeat the introduction if you want. Actually, I haven't covered the introduction, so the introduction was quite difficult to nail down the chords actually, but I think these chords work. If you do so these chords are quite ambiguous actually, so it's either, if you take this as an E major 7 to which you've added a 6th, okay, or a 13th, then you just move it, so you go from E, F, G, okay, so, and then, but you could also see these chords as different forms of a B, a B chord, which is something like this. Okay, so this sounds okay actually, funnily enough. Eranda, 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 eranda. So you can play on this ambiguity actually, and either use an E major 7 sort of variation, or something very similar, it's almost identical, would be a B variation with an F sharp on the bass. Eranda, 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 eranda. Or alternate the bass. Eranda, 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 eranda. So you can really play around with these chords, but I think that these ambiguous chords actually work quite well. I was quite pleased to try this E major 7 with the 6, with the 13, which works, I think, very well. So there you are, O tempo mi guardò Voce. Good luck. Quite a difficult song, and especially difficult to fill the space actually as you're singing. When you've got, as I said, when you've got lots of instruments, it's a lot easier. If you can play with another guitarist or piano or bass or other instruments actually to fill the space, it's easy. But just the guitar actually is quite a challenge. That's why it's important to find the right chords and the right transitions between the chords to keep that space filled with music for this particular song. Okay, so there you are. Good luck.